start to bring yourself inwards. Connecting with the breath. Ujjayi breathing, feeling the thoracic cage move with each breath. Elongating through the spine. Firming in Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. Relax the jaw, relax the facial muscles. Bring the hands in front of the chest. And we'll chant one Om to begin. Inhaling. And opening the eyes. You're going to place the fingertips on either side of you. Elongate through the spine. Feel the sternum lifting up. Open the palms. Inhale, raise the arms. Gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, release the arms. Inhale, raising up. Staying here. Press the baby side of the hand a little firmer than the thumb side and reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Try to keep the elbows straight without locking them. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, raise them up. Gaze to the thumbs. Feel the skin of the neck sliding away from the ears. Breathing deeply, full thoracic breathing. Exhale, bring the arms down. Place the left hand on the right knee, right fingertips behind you. Inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, twisting to the side. Find a steady gazing point. Firm in the bandhas. And listen to the breathing. And exhale to release, changing sides. Inhale, get a long spine. Exhale to twist. And coming back to the front, leaning forward, coming onto the hands and the knees. You can tuck the toes under. Inhale, arching the spine forward, open the chest. Press the fingertips. Exhale, pulling the sitting bones back for a puppy pose. Inhale, warming up the spine, coming forward. Exhale, pulling back. Inhale to come forward. Exhale, pulling back. One more like this. Inhaling. Exhaling. And then Come into this puppy pose and then swivel the elbows so the inner elbows are pointing up towards the ceiling, and then put the elbows on the floor. So the forearms are parallel. Press the fingertips into the floor. Walk the knees back. Holding here, pull in the navel, elongate through the spine, and then feel like you're pressing the first finger and the thumb a little harder into the floor. Stretch out the right leg, pressing the heel away. Feel the belly reaching away from the floor. Bring the right leg out to the side, flex the foot. Bring the right leg back and all the way to the left side. Turn and gaze to those toes. Pressing the forearms evenly into the floor. And bringing the leg back. And then you're going to stretch out the left leg. Stretch that leg to the side, flexing the foot. Feel the sternum reaching away from the floor, navel away from the floor. Ujjayi breathing. And slide that foot all the way to the opposite side, turning and looking at the toes. Firm in Uddiyana Bandha. And then bringing the leg back and bring the sitting bones back into a puppy pose. Stretching out the arms, pressing all 10 fingers into the floor, reaching the sitting bones towards the heels, but feeling like you're sliding the sternum forward between the hands. Turn the elbows so they're pointing up towards the ceiling again. Replace the forearms to the floor. This time, bring the knees back a little bit if they're not under the hips. This time you're going to stretch out your right leg, firm in the navel, and then bend the knee and bring the knee on the outside of the arm. Stepping that foot back. Stretch out the left leg and bring the knee on the outside of the arm. Bring the knee back and come up onto the hands and the knees. Bring the left arm under the right arm, elbow, shoulder, ear to the floor. Stretch up the opposite arm, turn the thumb towards the back of the mat, and just reach around. Find a gazing point. Listen to the breath. And bring the right hand down, coming up onto both hands. And right arm under the left arm. Same thing, second side, reaching up with the left hand and reaching around the body. And releasing the hand, coming back up onto the two hands, bringing the sitting bones back and into a puppy pose. From here, pick up the buttocks, pick up the knees, press the hands, reach the sitting bones to the wall behind you like a bent knee, downward facing dog. Feel like the spine is nice and long, the neck is in line with the spine. And then start to straighten one leg, lift the toes from the floor. Bend that knee, straighten the other knee, lift the toes from the floor. And if you feel ready, you can straighten both knees and see if you can lift all 10 toes from the floor. Look at the ankles, they should look nice and level from the floor so one side isn't sagging inwards or puffing outwards. Feel the kneecaps lifting, thighs engaging. Press the backs of the thighs to the wall behind you. Soften the elbows so you're not locking the elbows. Gaze forward, step the feet forward right behind the hands. Come up onto the fingertips, pull in the navel. Again, try to engage the quadriceps. Lift the chest away from the floor, back long, lower belly pulling in. Inhale, lift the heels high from the floor, keeping the back nice and long. Keep the lower belly pulling in. And exhale, press just the centers of the heels into the floor. Inhale, lifting up high, the pelvis up high, but leading from the lower abdominals. Keep the lower abdominals reaching up and slowly press the centers of the heels to the floor. And again, inhale, lifting up, slide the sternum forward. Exhale, heels down. 2 more like this. Inhale, lift nice and high, stretch out the ankles. Exhale, down. Inhale, lifting. Chest open, belly in. Keeping the chest open, keeping the belly in. Place the heels to the floor. Then you're going to walk your fingers back beside the feet, maybe behind the feet, and let the head come down. If that's okay for you, you can bring your hands behind the Achilles tendons and slide the sternum and slide the crown of the head towards the floor. Feeling a nice lengthening through the spine. You can use your hands to lift right behind the Achilles tendons, lift the calf muscles, skip the backs of the knees, take your hands onto the hamstrings, push the hamstrings up towards the sky, place the fingertips back down to the floor, elongating the spine. Inhale, lift the chest, open the arms to the sides. Pausing here, feel the belly in, chest open. Inhale all the way up, raising the arms. Exhale, arms to the sides. Wiggle the feet together. Inhale, raise the arms, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, think of all that work we've just done. Going forward. Inhale, long back. Exhale, step or hop back. Pause in your plank position. Soften the elbows. Slide the upper arms towards the back of the mat. Press your heels firmly away. Lean forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Let's just pause here for a moment. Soften the lower back, press the hands into the floor, press the feet into the floor, and lift the chest. Exhale, turn over the toes, downward facing dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gazing forward. Inhale, step or hop forward, long back when you arrive. Exhale, head down. Inhale, lead with the chest, come all the way up, raising the arms. Exhale, Samastiti. Second one. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Pausing in plank. Getting a nice straight body here. Press the heels. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Pause and upward facing. Relax the back. Open the chest. Press the feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Finding a steady gazing point. Listen to your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend the knees, stepping or hopping forward, long back. Exhale, head down. Inhale, strong legs all the way up. Exhale, Samastiti. Third one. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Pause in the plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Pause here. Exhale, downward dog. Scan the body, find your alignment. And then have a certain sense of stillness in the body. Stillness with the gaze. Settle the mind. And listen to the breathing. The end of the next exhalation, bend the knees, gaze forward, and coming forward, long back. Exhale, head down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, Samastiti. You're going to bend the knees. Bring the fingertips beside you on the floor. Keep pressing the knees together. Try to stay nice and low. Open the palms, raise them up. Holding here, press the outer hands towards each other. Reach the outer hand a little higher than the thumb side. Exhale, bring the ribs onto the thighs and then work towards straightening the legs. Inhale, lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, directly chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Lift the heels high from the floor, press into the hands, reach the sitting bones to the wall behind you, and then pick up your right leg and try to make a nice straight line with your body and that leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pull the knee close to the chest. Lean forward. Put the knee on the outside of the arm. Press the left heel away. Release the knee and put the foot next to the thumb. Turn the back foot on the floor at an angle. Straighten the front leg. Slide your fingertips back. Open the chest here. Swivel that outer back thigh forward. Feel like the right femur bone is connecting into the hip socket. And then exhale, release over that leg. Inhale, coming up to a standing position. Open the arms, gaze through the thumbs. Exhale, bend that knee over the heel. Exhale, both hands to the floor. And then you're going to put the knee on the outside of the arm again. Try to bend the elbows like a chaturanga. And step the foot back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Lift the heels high from the floor. Stretch out that left leg. Make that nice straight line with the body of the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pull the knee close to the chest first. Lean forward. Put the knee on the outside of the arm. Press the right heel away. And then bring the knee inside and put the toes next to that thumb. Turn the back foot on the floor at an angle. Straighten the front knee, slide the fingertips back. Left femur bone pulling back. Right outer thigh swiveling forward. Open the chest. Exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale, coming up with the legs straight. Raise the arms up, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, bend that front knee. Exhale, both hands back to the floor. Bring the knee on the outside of the arm. Pick up the foot. Bend the elbows like chaturanga. And step back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Staying here, breathing deeply. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bending at the knees, step or hop forward, long back. Exhale, head down. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, long back. Exhale, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, lift the heels, raise the right leg. Exhale, pull the knee in, lean forward. Place the toes at the thumb. Turn the back foot on the floor. Keep that right knee bent. Open the arms just to the side. And then feel like your right femur bone is pulling back. Inner arch is lifting up. Lift the torso here. Open the arms. Interlace the fingers. Turn the fingers up towards the sky. Open the chest. Inhale, lengthen one side. Lengthen the other side. Lengthen the two sides at the same time, and then start to arc back. And straighten the front knee, bring your spine parallel with the floor, arms to the sides, left hand on the outside of the foot, right arm up. Parita Trikonasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend that front knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, both hands back down. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, pick up the feet. Pick up the left leg. Pull that knee close to you. Lean forward. Put the foot next to the thumb. Back foot turns at an angle. Keep that front knee bent. Arms alongside the body. Find your alignment. Left femur bone pulling back. Lift the inner arch. Right outer thigh swiveling forward. Bandhas. Inhale, lift the torso. Open the arms, interlace the fingers the more awkward way. Turn the thumbs and fingers all the way up to the sky. Lengthen one side, lengthen the other, lengthen the two sides, and arcing back. Straighten the front knee. Bring the spine parallel with the floor. Right arm down, left arm up. Parita Trikonasana. Press that right hand into the floor, reaching the chest away from the floor. It's about 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms up, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, both hands down to the floor, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Staying here, breathing deeply. If you need to, don't hesitate to put the knees on the floor, making sure you're getting control of the breathing. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend the knees, gaze forward, step or hop, long back. Exhale, head down. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhaling, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long back. Exhale, jump back. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, heels up, right leg up. And this time you're going to bring that right foot centered between the thumbs. Turn the back foot on the floor at an angle. And Parsva Konasana, left arm over the ear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, coming up, Virabhadrasana B, gaze to those front fingers. Check the alignment of that front leg. Exhale, reversed warrior. Inhale, come up. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, try to bring the head down towards the inner ankle. Let the arms go over the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release the hands, put the hands to the floor, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, heels up, left leg up. And swing that left foot centered between the thumbs. Turn the back foot on the floor at an angle. Parsva Konasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, Virabhadrasana B, gaze to the front hand. Exhale, reversed warrior. Inhale, coming up, interlace the fingers, relax the shoulder joints. Exhale, head down. Let the arms fall over the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release the hands, press them to the floor, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, gaze to the nose. Exhale, downward facing. Again, you're welcome to take some breaths here with the knees on the floor or just staying downward dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bending at the knees. Inhale, step or hop forward, long back. Exhale, over the legs. Inhale, Utkatasana and Samastitihi. Coming into a Samastitihi, we'll do some balancing poses. So bring the right heel in front of you, bring your right hand up, and then lift the leg and see if you can get your toe. Reach the ball of the big toe away, but at the same time, you're pulling your toe towards you with your arm muscles. Lifting the leg up high. Drop the right sitting bone, engage the left buttocks. You're going to take your left hand, slide it down, take the outside of that foot, reach your right arm up and around for a little mini twist. And coming back, taking the toe again, opening out to the side. Left arm helping with the balance to the side, gazing to the side. And then bend that upper knee, place the foot on the upper inner thigh. Open the arms up towards the ceiling, interlace the thumbs, and reach the fingertips up high. And exhale, release, lowering the leg. Second side. Find your Samastitihi, firm in the right buttocks. Bring the left heel forward, stretch out the left arm. Inhale, lifting up, taking that toe. And then the ball of the big toe is pushing away, and then you're pulling the foot towards you. Slide the right hand to the outside of the foot. Release the big toe, going to the side. Coming back to the front. Take the toe, open the right arm out to the side, open the leg out to the opposite side. Bend the upper knee, place the foot on the upper inner thigh, raise the arms, change the crossing of the thumbs, reach the fingertips up. Firm in the right buttock. And exhale, releasing. You can shake it out or do whatever you need to do there.
So come back into your Samastitihi. Right knee is going to turn out. Try to keep the 2 hip bones facing forward, firm in the lower belly. Pick up the back ribs. And then you're going to lift that right leg. You're going to take your hands and kind of cradle the outside of the ankle, either side. And then you're going to inhale, reach the foot up and away. Exhale, feel like you're pulling the leg towards you. Inhale, reach the foot up and away, trying to get a little higher. Exhale, pull it slightly towards you. Relaxing, externally rotating that upper thigh. And then closing the back of the knee, placing the foot in a half lotus, holding the ball of the big toe, letting the knee come down, bring the hand on the lower belly and lift the lower belly up. Now press the side of the foot into your thigh, open the arms up, interlace the thumbs and reach the fingertips up high. Then start to soften the standing leg. Start to slide your right leg down. So we're going to come into the eagle legs. Squeeze the upper inner thighs. Hook the toes. Bring the left arm in front of you. Right arm over the left arm, intertwining those forearms. Reach the elbows up. Press the hands away. And then just releasing there. Shake it out, do whatever you need to do. Second side. Starting with our Samastitihi, core strong, left knee out. Take the hands so that you're holding underneath the ankle. Soften the left hip so that you're externally rotating that hip. And then inhale, reach the foot away. Exhale, pull it towards you. Inhale, reach it away. Exhale towards you. I'm just working like this. And close firmly the back of the knee, placing it into the half lotus. Use your hand, pull up the belly muscles, press the foot into your thigh, open the arms, change the crossing of the thumbs, reaching up high. And then soften the standing leg, slowly wrapping the top leg over the under leg. And coming into those eagle legs, right arm in front, left arm over. And exhale, releasing there, coming back to the front of the mats, toes together. Inhale, pick up the arms. Exhale over the legs. Inhale, get a long back. Exhale, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Now, you're going to step the feet together so they're touching. And then lean forward, so like a plank pose with the feet together. Turn to the outside of the right foot. Bring the left foot halfway up your yoga mat and lift the left arm up to the ceiling. Now, start to let your right thigh come down towards the floor, but trying to keep the hips stacked so that one hip isn't more forward or back than the other. Inhale, lift the hip. And then you're going to take your left foot and step it behind you. Like that. And then press into the feet and open the chest. Let that left arm reach away from you behind. And then swinging around, coming back into a downward dog with the 2 feet touching. Leaning forward, come to the outside of the left foot, right foot comes halfway up the mat, pick up that right arm. And slowly allowing that left hip to drop, checking the 2 hips stay stacked on top of one another. And press into the hand, lift the hip, pick up the right leg, step it behind you, lift the pelvis up, let that right arm reach away. And swinging around, coming back to downward dog with the 2 feet together. Okay, so we're going to try this, but if it feels too strong, you can just do a normal upward dog. You're going to come over the toes, lean forward, and come to the tops of the toes. You can separate the feet a little bit, press the hands, look at the belly, keep the knees straight, slowly allow the legs to go down, but keep looking towards your legs. Till your hips are nice and low. Look to the chest, slide the chest forward. And then the last part is the neck. Then we're going to do the opposite. Press the hands, tuck the chin, lift over the toes. Step the feet together. Lean forward, come to the outside of the right foot. Okay, so we're going to see if we can do this with 2 legs. If that feels too much, then just put the other foot halfway up your yoga mat. Bring the left arm up. And same, you can stay here or find a gazing point somewhere on the ceiling and lift your left foot. And maybe you get your toes, maybe not, as you can. And then you're seeing if you can press the hand, lift that left leg up towards the ceiling. Let the foot come down. Come back into downward dog with the 2 feet together. Coming to the left side, so you're welcome to do this first version. Okay, don't hurt your shoulders or something. Okay, if that feels comfortable, you could also put the foot on the upper inner thigh. Okay, find your steadiness, find your gazing point, use the fingertips. Releasing. Good job. Downward facing dog, just a normal one, feet apart. And if that's feeling a little tiring, welcome to come to puppy pose as needed. And then you're going to come into a plank pose, round your plank, lifting the back up towards the ceiling. Pull your right knee through the arms, put the toes on the floor, left knee through the arms, and trying to come right through. Straighten the legs out in front, Dandasana. A nice break, catching up on the breath. 1, 2, 3. Okay, inhale, raise the arms, interlace the fingers, bring them behind the head, bring the elbows shoulder width apart, and then lift
lift the elbows up to the ceiling. So you feel your chest lifting. Now, keep the back of the neck long and start to tilt yourself forward. So you're welcome to soften the knees, bend the knees if needed. Reach like your elbows are reaching at the same angle as your spine. When you've reached your max, release the hands, hold somewhere on your legs or your feet, and keep yourself there with a long spine. Inhale, lift the chest, slide the hands behind you, fingertips pointing towards you, bend the knees, separate the feet about hip-width apart or so. Inhale, press the hands, press the feet, lift the torso, and try to bring make yourself a nice straight line, and then let the head come back. And if it hurts on the neck, you just stay looking forward. Soften the elbows so you're not locking. And then you're going to keep the feet flexed. Exhale, straighten the knees and slide the buttocks behind the wrists. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, pulling the body through the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. One more like this. Inhaling, exhaling. And lower the buttocks, cross up the ankles, making yourself into that nice little tight little ball. And swivel the elbows, fingertips down, press into the hands. Inhale, lift, coming through, and exhale, step or hop. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Bend the knees, gaze forward, step or hop, coming through to a sitting position. Straighten the legs out in front of you. You're going to lean towards your left side, bend your right knee back. Okay, so if you need to, you sit on a block. And then when you sit down, you want to have your ankle nice and straight and see this flesh here. You can kind of pull that flesh inwards a little bit. Squish the back of the calf. And so ideally you're sitting evenly on the two sitting bones. Okay, so make L-shaped hands like this. Bring the hands on the tops of the femur bones. Press them down. And as you press the tops of the femur bones down, you use that pressure to help lift up the chest. Then you're going to start to tilt yourself forward. Either staying here or reaching the arms in front and folding down. Keep pressing the outer right toes firm into the floor. That right sitting bone, you want to try to firm it down. So the way to do this is once you have your bind, you pull the baby toe side of the leg back with either your hands or your wrist, like that. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, release the hands. You're going to lean back. Lift the buttocks and kind of feel like you're tucking the tailbone under. Okay, so if this hurts your knee, you're not going to do it, right? I'm assuming you're listening to yourself. This isn't a beginner's class, so I know that you already know what you're doing. And then you're going to take the tops of the buttocks and press the tops of the buttocks down towards the knees. Okay, then if that's okay, you come and you lie down on the back. And if you still want to go a little more stretch, then you take your hand on your hip bone
and you pull that hip bone up. So maybe you'll feel more stretch in the middle of the thigh when you do that. Okay, you don't want to feel too much right over the knee. Okay, that's, I don't know, if you feel that, I would soften the knee, let the knee come up a little bit. Keep pressing that right hip bone down and pulling it up. And then bring your elbows to the floor. You can hold your heel, press, tuck the chin, press into the elbows, and come up. Lift the sitting bones, let them just fall down naturally. Lean back a little bit, pull in the belly, bend that left knee, and then you're gonna either hold the ankle or the shin or the foot, or if you can do the bind. So the left leg, left arm is straight and you hold with your right wrist and you put this over your foot. And then think about the center of the heel arcing forward and upwards. And then you can try to straighten the ankle, and then you open the chest like a big nice V shape, and then bend the elbows and you pull with your arms to feel like you're pulling that leg towards you. And you can stop at any point, obviously. If this feels like too much, it could be something like that, for example. This is very nice. But I would try to keep the pelvis level than to, end up like something like that. And inhale, open the chest. Exhale, release. Replace that knee down. You're gonna lean a little bit to the left and pick up your right knee and open it out to the side. Pick up your sitting bones, let them fall down naturally. Turn yourself towards your bent knee, so your torso, it's like it's gonna work towards that knee. It doesn't go actually there, you're just going in that direction. And then you start to slide yourself sideways, so your elbow is on the inside of the knee, forearm on the floor. You can pick up the right arm, and you can stay here, or start to wiggle those fingertips forward, so maybe the shoulder gets on the inside of the knee. Okay, but you're still trying to keep the chest pointing to the side. And then right arm takes the outside of the foot, left hand takes the inside of the foot. Press the elbow, using that pressure to help open the chest a little. Keep the neck in line with the spine. Inhale, coming up. And you're going to bend that left leg. And you have a choice. You can either put the sole of the foot on the inside of that other leg, or if half lotus is coming fairly easily, then you put the foot on top of the thigh. But you want to have the ankle be nice and straight. So if the ankle is cracking at all, better just to put it underneath. Okay, then you're going to turn yourself towards your lotus leg. Bring your right hand under the knee. Press the hand into the floor. Reach your left arm out, turn the thumb downwards, and reach behind and see if you can get your toe or your thigh. Keep pressing that right hand into the floor. Soften the elbow so you're not locking the elbow. And press it down. Lift the chest from that resistance of pressing down. And then last part is seeing if the right sitting bone will come down. So sometimes it doesn't come down, so don't worry about it. And gaze to the side. And then releasing, and put the hands mid-thigh, press into the hands, lift and jump back. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Bending the knees, jumping through. Lean to one side, to your right side. Bend the left leg back, squish the back of the calf,
get this flesh here and just softly bring it in. So we're not doing this in a forceful way, right? I'm not like tugging all my flesh. I'm just giving a little bit of space in a gentle way. Okay, so I want the 2 femur bones to be pretty much parallel and my ankle to be nice and straight on the floor. Finding the L-shaped hands, press the tops of the thighs into the floor, and then use that resistance to lift the chest away. Keep that lower belly firming in. Start to tilt yourself forward. So you either can stay here or bring the hands around and fold into the pose. See if you can kind of pull this baby toe side of the leg all the way back so it's connecting into that right sitting bone, and then press the left toes into the floor so you can get that left sitting bone firmly down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, release. Bringing yourself back. So we're going to do the lying down version. So you want to lift, tuck the tailbone so that we don't have any pinching in the back. Come just halfway down, and then take your hands and press the buttocks so the buttocks are reaching towards the knees. Okay, so you lengthen the back, the lower back. And you're only coming down if there's no pinching in the spine. If there's pinching, then you stay up on the elbows. And then the last part, if you want to, you take your hand on the upper thigh, slide that up, get the hip bone, pull the hip bone up, wrap it towards the other hip bone and press it into the floor. So basically you're trying to get the 2 pelvic halves to be level. You're getting Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. And press into the elbows, tuck the chin as you come up, try to come up evenly so the spine isn't getting jerked around. And then lift the sitting bones, let them fall down naturally, lean back a little bit, feel the belly pulling in, bend that knee. You can either hold the calf, ankle, the foot, or maybe taking the bind, right arm straight, left hand taking the wrist. And then feel like you're arcing the center of the heel up and away. Open the chest, make this nice big V, especially at the top of the thigh here. The top of the thigh really wants to feel like it's reaching forward. And then using the arms to pull the leg towards you. Inhale, open the chest, straighten the arms. Exhale, release, lower, and open that leg out to the side. Lift the sitting bones, let the sitting bones fall in the more appropriate way, because each position, the pelvis needs to be slightly different. Turn your torso towards your bent knee. So trying to keep the torso sideways. Bring the elbow on the inside of the knee, forearm on the floor, stretch the left arm up, and then you're going to decide if you're going a little deeper, crawling those fingertips forward, shoulder on the inside of the knee, maybe reaching that lower hand to the inner foot, upper hand to the outer foot, press the elbow, using it to kind of spin the spine upwards. Inhale as you come back up, lifting that right knee, and you're deciding if you put the foot on the inner thigh, or if there's no problem in your knees and this comes easily to you, you put your foot into the half lotus. Turn towards the half lotus leg, place that hand under the knee, Press the hand into the floor. Make sure the elbow stays a little soft. Reach the right arm beside you. As you're pressing that hand into the floor, you're lifting your chest, turning the thumb downwards, reaching behind. Keep pressing that hand into the floor, chest lifts, and very last part, maybe the left sitting bone coming down. Squeezing Mula Bandha. Find your gazing point. And then releasing, bringing your hands about midway down the thighs, pressing into the hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, jumping back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Bending at the knees, gazing forward. Step or hop through. And you're going to straighten the legs, put the hands on the thighs, and try to roll out one vertebrae at a time. So you're rounding the back, keeping the chin tucked in, until you come all the way down on the back of the head onto the floor. And then from here, you're gonna lift your right leg up. See if you can get your toe. Pull the leg a little bit towards you, tuck your chin, and then lift the upper back off the floor. Left hand on the thigh. Okay, so now you're going to keep the leg where it is, but you're going to let go of the leg, interlace the fingers behind the head, lift the elbows up, and bring the left elbow to the knee. Take your toe, let the head come down, turn so your left ear is on the floor, and open the leg out to the right. Inhale, lift the leg back up. Okay, so we're going to try this, but you can do something different if that feels better for you. You're going to see if you can hold your foot with two hands, kind of open the leg a little bit out to the side, and then start to bring your leg a little bit down towards the floor, like you're in a split. And release the leg, letting it come all the way back down to the floor. Inhale, lift the left leg, taking your toe, pulling the leg towards you. Tuck your chin, roll the top of the head, roll the shoulders up. Holding here. And release the leg, interlace the fingers, tuck the chin more, bring your right elbow to the knee. Lower the head. As you lower the head, put the right ear to the floor, open the left leg out to the side, right hand on the thigh. Inhale, lift the leg up. And again, so we're going to attempt this. Taking your foot, you kind of open the leg just a little bit to the side, and then it almost feels like you're doing internal rotation with the thigh, even though it's not really completely internal rotation. And then seeing if you can bring that leg out. And then bring the two knees towards each other. You can just bring the knees and the elbows, clasping the hands, just relaxing there for a moment. And then flex the feet. And you're going to press the feet like you're going to lift the ceiling. Straightening the knees, interlace the fingers behind the head, tuck the chin, lift the upper back, pull the right leg towards you, bring your left elbow to the knee, and bring your left leg hovering from the floor. Press the lower back into the floor, and then you're going to switch legs. Right elbow to the left leg. Press the lower back firm into the floor. And then switching. 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 And again. And again. And one more each side. And release the knees. Put the soles of the feet onto the floor. Elbows beside the waist. See if you can have a neutral pelvis. So the pubic bone and the hip bones the same level, so that you have already a little lumbar curve. Press the upper arms into the floor. Inhale, lift the hips from the floor. Exhale, releasing down. So I'm going to talk it through a little more, but you don't have to do the full thing. So inhale, lift the hips. Stretch the arms up towards the ceiling and try to let the shoulder blades move. So reaching the hands up and then reach the hands over the ears. Place the hands so that the palms are on the floor, about the level of the forehead or the eyes. Elbows reach over the wrists. Press into the hands, press into the feet, and come to the crown of the head. Keep the elbows over the wrists. Try not to let the weight just hang into the back of the neck. Working the legs. Feel the shoulder blades coming towards the front of the body. Tuck the chin, come down. Take a couple of breaths here. I'm going to talk it through the full version. So you can do the full version or you can do one of the things, the previous ones. So elbows beside the waist, press into the hands, press into the elbows, press into the upper arms, press the feet, inhale, lift the hips. Stretch the arms up, stretch them away, bend the elbows, press into the hands, coming up either onto the crown, or if you can keep your elbows from splaying out to the side, straighten the arms up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and lowering down. So I'm going to give you 2 options. We're going to raise one leg, and so you can do this in the full Urdhva Dhanurasana if that feels comfortable for you,
or you can bring your hands under your hips, something like that. Okay, so elbows into the floor, upper arms into the floor, feel the doming of the chest, feel a little lumbar arch. Inhale, lifting up, either coming into Urdhva Dhanurasana or putting your hands under your waist. Then, if you're in Urdhva Dhanurasana, you have to place a little more weight into your hands than you're used to. And then pull your right knee towards you and straighten out the right leg. Try to keep both hips from at the same level, especially if you're in Urdhva Dhanurasana, the right hip is going to tend to drop. So lift it up. Lower the right leg. Make sure the weight is more in the hands than the feet. Pull the left knee in. Stretch out the left leg. And lower the foot and slowly making your way out of the position. And you're going to bring your knees towards the chest, come into the happy baby, stretching out the back. Bring the hands behind the knees and either rocking up to sit or rolling to one side to sit, depending what's going on with your back, and coming into a wide knee child's pose. So the toes are touching, the knees are well apart, and just slide your hands forward and relax here, stretching out the back. And now just trying to calm the heart rate down, calm the breathing. If you're feeling like you're getting a little cooler, don't hesitate to take your sweater, your socks or blanket. And then coming to the forearms, interlacing the fingers, seeing that you have a nice triangle here. Lift the hips from the floor. Lift the knees from the floor, press your triangle. Start to lift the lower abdominals up towards the ceiling. Walk yourself forward. Maybe the crown of the head comes to the floor. And then from here you can work on bending one knee, replacing it, bending the other, going back and forth, or bending both knees into the chest. Flex the feet there, and maybe you're not going to lift all the way up. If you're very steady there, then bring the legs parallel to the floor, Urdhva Dandasana. Holding there. Inhale all the way back up, press the elbows. If you're finished, just come into child's pose. Otherwise, you're going to see if you can bring the tippy toes towards the floor. So only the tips of the toes touch the floor, or not even. They just come towards the floor, and then lift all the way back up. Inhale up. If you want to try one or two more, you can go ahead. Everybody who's finished, just come into a child's pose.
Let the upper back release. Let the weight of the arms go towards the floor. You can even try turning the head to one side. So one side of the face is on the floor. Lift, turn the face to the other side. Press the hands into the floor, rolling up to come to a sitting position. Stay sitting as you are if that's okay on the knees. And you're going to bring the right arm in front of you, left arm over, intertwine the forearms, pick up the elbows, press the hands away, open the chest slightly up towards the ceiling. And then round the upper back, bring the elbows towards the navel, let the head drop here. And inhale, lifting up, releasing the arms. Bring the left arm in front, right arm over, intertwining the forearms. Lift the elbows, press the hands away. You can arc back just slightly, pulling the chin in just a little bit as you let the chest lift and the head come back a little. And tuck the chin, round the upper back, elbows towards the navel, relaxing forward. Releasing the arms. And this time we're gonna do the rabbit pose. So you have to tuck the chin in fully, put the top of the head near the knees, and then like you're gonna do a somersault, rolling, holding the ankles or the heels, and stretching out the upper back. Slowly rolling out. Press the hands, coming back up to sit. Either you can stay sitting like this. If you want, you can change the sitting position. Close the eyes. Relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw. See if you can feel like you're bringing your ears directly over the shoulders. And then you're going to take your fingers on your chin and press like you're sliding the skull back. Press the skull back like you're trying to make double chins. Coming forward, pressing back. Release the hands, relax it, and then press back. And then coming to neutral, soften the shoulders, soften the neck muscles, and let the right ear come towards the right shoulder. Relax the jaw, relax the facial muscles. Lift the head and And let the ear come to the left shoulder. Coming back to neutral. And then turn the face towards the right, keeping the eyes closed, but as if you're looking over the right shoulder. Relax that right shoulder. Relax the mouth, the tongue, the palate. Going back to the center and turning all the way to the other side. Relaxing the shoulders. Coming back to the center. Tuck the chin downwards, and then kind of turn the face a little bit towards the right. Let the shoulders feel heavy, let the head feel heavy. Relaxing the facial muscles. Keeping a lumbar curve. Bring the face centered. And turning to the other side. Coming back to center and back to neutral. I'm trying to keep the eyes closed. Try to do as little movement as possible. To come to lie down for final relaxation, Savasana. You can take a blanket, take an eye pillow, if you have an eye pillow, something like that. Put some socks on, make sure you're nice and warm. I'll talk you through a scan, a body scan. Once you're there, bring your awareness to the feet. And just allow the feet to hang out to the sides. And bring the awareness to the shins and the calves, relaxing the muscles, relaxing around the knees. Relaxing the thighs and the hamstrings. Seeing if you can have the sensation like the bones are very heavy and the muscles are just melting away from the bones. Allowing the pelvis to feel heavy. While also trying to relax the hips, the buttocks, the lower belly. Relaxing the internal organs. Relaxing the lower back, the middle back, Moving up towards the shoulder blades, between the shoulder blades. Relaxing the back of the neck. Bringing the awareness to the front of the torso. Relaxing all the abdominals. All the muscles between the whole rib cage. The chest muscles across the shoulder blades. Relaxing the shoulders. Noticing the arms. Notice if they're able to relax. Letting the muscles melt away. Including the hands and the fingers. Relaxing the throat. Relaxing the jaw, the tongue, inside the mouth, around the mouth. Relaxing over the nose, the cheeks, the eyelids, the forehead. So all the face feels completely relaxed. Just allowing the mind to settle. Just resting still and quiet. Slowly bringing the awareness back to the body. Move the fingers, move the toes. Stretching the arms, stretching the legs. Bringing the knees towards you. And just rolling and resting on one side. Eventually making your way to a sitting position. We'll chant Om Shanti. Sending the benefits of yoga out to all beings everywhere. Om.